Hello, welcome back to the Get the Fuck Off My Internet podcast. I am your host, Duno. We are back with another DLC pack episode. That DLC stands for Duno Loves Conversation. These episodes are a little bit more serious. You see my glasses? So, we have a familiar face for this episode, and this one was actually requested. So, welcome back, Miss
Key.
Miss Key is back, y'all, even though I fired her and said she couldn't come back. But we're going to give it another chance, guys. So we're going to see how this goes in a more intimate type of conversation. So, Miss Key, is that the only name? Is that the name your mother gave you?
It's Keyanna.
Keyanna, okay.
Everybody call me Key.
Everybody calls you
But
Key.
fucking Lonnie.
Shout out to Lala. Yep. I need to call her so we can set up the next episode. Miss Key, where are you from? Virginia.
Charlottesville, Virginia.
Oh, you did say that. It was a crazy place.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite childhood memory about Virginia?
I guess learning how to drive with my stepdad.
Learning how to drive. You and driving is. We'll get to that later. Would you say at this current space in your life you're happy?
Absolutely.
What are some of the things you do to ensure that your happiness?
Recently it's church, but I'm always trying different things or trying different experiences.
Okay.
So I'm never shutting out something.
Open to new things at all times. What do you do for a living?
I have a property management company and I work for AT&T, so I'm a supervisor for AT&T.
Okay. I need a job. You hiring?
Mm-hmm.
How much y'all paying?
You gotta make $1,500 a week to work here.
That sound hard to me. That sound like easy money.
That's what I'm saying.
It's 7 days in a week, and you break that up. That's
I work
about
like 3 days a week.
$70 a day. So 2-3 days. I don't know about that. I could work the weekend.
2 days.
We'll figure it out. Give me 3 words that describe you best.
I say open-minded, cheerful, and just outgoing.
Give me what makes you open-minded.
Because I'm never going to say just no off the bat for something. I'm going to be open-minded for both
So if
parties.
I say we finna go rob this bank, you open-minded to consider it.
You give me the right, how we go information on it.
So y'all might see us on the news. You said cheerful. Explain that one.
I always want to make somebody happy. And that's probably my problem in life. I'm always worried about other people more than I'm worried about me.
I can see that being problematic, but you shouldn't look at it in a negative light because that's part of the reason why we're here, is to be helpful to others and whatnot. But you do, at the end of the day, have to make sure you're happy as well. Mm-hmm. It's just as important. What was your last word?
What did I say?
I forgot that face. I'm sorry.
That's me too much for this. So outgoing.
Outgoing. What makes you outgoing?
I just love to travel, love to do new things. Hate to be in one spot for too long.
Explain. Why do you gotta be on the go and so fast at that?
I guess because I feel like I was stuck for a whole bunch of years, growing up and then being married.
Gotcha. Okay, so that actually sets up the next question properly. Would you say where you want to be in life?
No, because I know I want more and better. I would say if I was to leave the earth today, I would be happy where I'm at.
So you're content with where you're at, but you still want more.
Mm-hmm. A lot more.
If someone followed you around for an entire week, would they believe that you're chasing your dreams?
Yes.
What is your dream that you're searching for right now?
For me to be financially free, make sure my siblings financially free, my kids are set for life.
You got kids?
No, when I have kids.
Don't do that. Don't have no kids. That's crazy.
No,
a lot of kids.
I want a lot of kids.
How many kids you want? 5. Oh, Jesus. Why?
I got 9 siblings.
So just let them each have one, and then you have 8 nieces and nephews, and then you have one, and that's all right.
I'm pretty sure I'm only going to have 1 or 2. That's going to be enough for me. But I always said I wanted a big family.
I got you.
But I think I want to adopt two when they get older. I don't know.
So you one of them people that's scared to have an empty nest.
Probably. Yeah, I guess I'm tired of having an empty nest. So when I start, it's going to keep going. Yeah.
Okay, drive you crazy, Lord Jesus. This next segment I like to call past, present, and future. I'm gonna ask you 3 questions. The first question is, well, it's more a statement. Give your younger self some advice.
Stop trusting people too quick, or stop expecting stuff from people just because you do something for them.
Gotcha. Somebody behind the camera is getting fired. What is something that you currently want to do better right now?
Be more
consistent in your work.
Yeah, that's with AT&T and my business.
So you be slacking.
I'm like a motherfucker.
Why do you be slacking? You don't got no answer.
I don't got no answer.
We're gonna get into that. Okay. Last one. Future you is reflecting on your current journey. They smile. Why did they smile?
Because they know I'm going to get to where I need to go, no matter what.
Let's double back to this not being fully all in with your work. Explain that a little bit more. You know that that's going on. So my question to you is, what are you doing to change that?
I've been trying to work more. I have, but I just haven't really put my mind into it. It's easy for me to make fucking 2,000 in one day, 2 hours in AT&T. But it's like I just want to go out there and do it. For my business, I'm supposed to. I just spent about $1,000 in signs, and they're just sitting in my closet.
What's your reserves that's stopping you from going out? Because we're friends on social media. I see you on the go quite a lot. What's stopping you from putting those signs out?
I guess I be feeling like I need company because I'll be in having to go in random spots and put signs out. But there's really no reason. I should be able to put my signs out.
So you feel like you need somebody watching your back?
That or somebody helping me put them out, yeah.
Gotcha. You know I do security, so hit your boy up, you know what I'm saying? I get that. I went in a lot of business, especially because I've tried quite a bit. When you're doing it all yourself, it does get frustrating, and sometimes you just wish you had more help. And I think that's something that a lot of people that step into the entrepreneurial space don't talk about a lot. Everybody just kind of, oh, you got to go create this generational wealth. It's all on you, and you got to do it. But it takes a village, not just to raise a child, but to do anything really in this world besides die. To be successful, it takes a team, and one person can only do but so much. So sometimes you need that extra set of hands or eyes or ears, just something sometimes to give you that extra push. So I definitely understand that.
And I feel like that's one of my regrets of going back to AT&T. And I could be putting that energy into my own business and making the same amount or more.
That's true, but I'll give you one better that I learned from. You ever heard of Gary Vee?
What's his full last name?
Vaynerchuk.
No.
He's a white guy. He he does a lot of entrepreneurial, motivational speaking and whatnot. I used to follow him a lot, but I don't really follow him as much nowadays. But one thing he said always stuck with me. It's okay to work a 9 to 5 while you're on the grind trying to get your business up, but what you do from 5 to 9 is what determines if you're serious. So you went to work today, but when you got off, what did you do? Did you work on your business at all? Did you attempt, or did you go watch the game? Did you go hang out, have drinks? Did you go out and just kick it? Which is fine. You can do those things, but you're not allowed to complain. If you don't dedicate some type of time to what you're trying to do, then you don't have the space to complain. You have to make time. Now, I'm not saying that you have to dedicate the entire 5 to 9 hours after you get off. Realistically, you're tired most of the time you get off work. So, but something, whether it's on the ground work, research, a simple Instagram post, something that is a push in the right direction is better than nothing. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't understand. So I'll say, like, for me, I hate social media for real. I don't like being on there. I don't like posting. I don't like being seen. I like to pop in when I pop in and leave.
That's me.
So in starting this podcast, I am literally self-fighting every day, because I told myself I have to post at least once every day. And that once every day is not just, I posted on Instagram. No, I got to post on all platforms. I got to post on TikTok. I got to share the link on I don't even get on Facebook. Last time, my hair is still blue on my Facebook. I haven't had blue hair in almost 5 years. You get what I'm saying? Because that's the place I hate the most. And so, but you have to dedicate some type of time and energy into whatever it is you're chasing. And so on this current journey, I'm chasing to grow my podcast. So I got to do it every day. Ain't nobody else gonna do it if I don't.
Exactly.
And I don't got no money to pay nobody to do it, because I don't. So I got to grind it out on my own. Not necessarily on my own, but I got to be the first step. But also, we can't be afraid to ask some of the people around us that have that positive energy or can be trustworthy for a little helping hand here and there. It's okay to need help. So it's just something to think about. When you reached out about this episode, you said it was something that you wanted to talk about. What was that?
Well, a lot of people want to know what was my journey from moving down here. A lot of people saw me go to jail. A lot of people saw me get married. A lot of people saw that I'm not married no more.
Okay. Are you
So-
single? Or are you dating?
I'm dating.
He's dating, so y'all stay out her inbox. Y'all can like her pictures, but keep it moving. Good thing. Sorry.
Yeah, so I had 3 cases that I fought, serious cases.
Are you allowed to speak on them?
Yeah, so I finally can speak on them. So that's why I wanted to do this podcast.
Let's go.
I finally can speak on them.
Get it exclusive.
So my first case, that shit was just dumb. Speeding, I had
Sounds like that never died.
we had just got a brand new Mustang, just got our marriage license, and we had just came back from DC with hella edibles, like so many edibles, so much weed, and we just got an insurance check, both of us. And we're coming through Forsyth, and I'm speeding, not knowing what the fuck Forsyth is.
Had to be, 'cause to have all that and speeding in Forsyth, you're asking for it.
I didn't know. I did not fucking know at all.
Lucky you didn't end up on the national news, not Atlanta news. Oof.
But that case, I beat by myself. Paid a lawyer or whatever, ended up beating the case by myself. Shit was crazy. Fucking the edibles. They didn't even, either the weed or I think it was edibles. We had more edibles than anything. They didn't test the amount of THC that was in it. And I peeped that when my lawyer sent me the discovery. So he went back.
That's crazy.
Got guns back, got money back.
They thought it was CBD. Okay. You said that was the first.
That's when I was 18. I was 18.
You were 18. You got married at 18?
I got married at 18 years old.
How long were y'all dating before you got married?
I want to say about a year.
It's a little fast, but some people don't do
Well, I went to, we got married because I was in school, so I was 16.
it.
I
Okay.
graduated when I was 16. I started school when I was 17. I was using my dad information, and then he ended up getting married. And I couldn't use his wife information because she don't like me. So it's a different story for a different time. Ended up getting married to go to school.
You got married to go.
That's the only way I could go to school without my dad, using my dad information. And then never went to school, started driving trucks. started driving trucks. But I ended up getting my own trucking business, all that out of it. Just don't have it no more because we split up.
You let them keep it all?
Truck, I have a company. So the company's just it. So that's something I'm trying to get into now is getting back into the trucking industry.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know, so I'm looking at a box truck right now.
Okay. So what was this second charge that you did?
So second charge, so I had a best friend that I moved down here when I was 17.
So
Where's
you moved
this?
halfway across the country at 17 years old. You got married a year later after that. Jesus Christ, this is a lot to take in.
I moved down here with my grandma.
So you wasn't moving down here by yourself?
I moved here with my grandma.
That's what I thought. I got a little nervous.
That was another divorce decision. So I ended up leaving. That's how I ended up meeting my husband. Then I ended up moving. Before I met my husband, I moved my best friend down here. She's older than me. That should have been a red flag for me anyway. We're cool for a few years. We ended up splitting up for a few years because she did some bullshit. I should have left her alone then. But ended up being young, dumb. Ended up coming back the beginning of my divorce, the beginning of the split up. Cause we do this thing where we pack up all our stuff, put it in the storage, and just drive in the truck, live in the truck, and just go state to state. So at the beginning of the divorce, we didn't have no spot. So I was, all right, I'm gonna come. No, she is pregnant. I was supposed to be coming home and going to the appointment with her because she didn't know who the dad was. So I'm like, all right, when I come home. Exactly. It's like this. I had so many fucking red flags. So many red flags.
Was she a lot lizard? Y'all driving trucks? Was she riding with y'all?
No. She was here.
Okay.
She ended up finally getting her own stuff, her own shit situated or whatever. So I ended up staying with her. I was like, I'll take you to the appointment. Then I missed the appointment because I got stuck on the road. So either next week when I came home, I think she either got an abortion or she miscarried. It was one of them, I can't remember. So it was my 5th day staying at her house. So we went out. She doing coke, damn. We mixing all types of liquor. So we go to the sex party. And it's an underground. It was just like they selling toys, they painting naked girls and stuff like that. No, it's underground Atlanta.
Gotcha. This is
so we
R-rated, not unrated.
R-rated. This is for adults. This is an adult story.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we end up drinking another different type of liquor there. So that's like third liquor we're mixing or whatever. So we go to a house party afterwards. We drinking there. She passes out. My husband has to put her in the car. When we get back to her house, he has to take her out the car and I put her on the couch. Mind you, we get in the house at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I do a Xan, so I go to bed. She wakes up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Oh, where my phone at? So mind you, everywhere we go, this bitch loses her phone. Everywhere we fucking go, she leaves her phone some fucking where. So I'm just like, I don't know. So then she's like, oh, where are your car keys? I'm just like, go fucking look for them.
It's kind of rude.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning. We just got in the house at 4. We all toe up.
But she was the most tore up. She passed out and still woke up.
So fucking go find your shit. I'm still asleep.
No, she's looking for your keys. That's your shit.
My car keys, find them. They're either in here or fucking out there. I'm asleep. So instead of you going to look for the fucking car keys, you go in the living room, you break my PlayStation, and then this is right before Valentine's Day. So I had bought my husband PlayStation 5. Broke that shit too. This is when the PlayStation just came out. Didn't even get to play it. Broke both of them bitches. So then I've slept with her before. So it's cool, dad, my husband knows all this. So still sleep in the bed. I guess when she's breaking the shit, my husband gets up and goes out the room or whatever. So I just hear them it just sound like they fighting. So I get up and always arguing. They're both Libras, all that. So I'm just thinking they done got into it. So I see the gun on the floor. So I'm like, this is not gonna happen. I grab the gun, I go take it in the room, I come back and get in the middle of them. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? So he looks at me like, this bitch tripping. She broke the PlayStation. So when I look at this bitch, she bites shit out, the living shit out of me. I had this bite mark for months. That's how hard she bit me. She bit me on my arm.
Oh, she's a zombie.
So mind you, was another girl that was staying there with us. Like, she had some bullshit going on. She had
Where the fuck did this person come from?
like, I can't even remember. I forgot about
story.
this bitch. She came like the night before. Like, the night we went out is the night she came. Like, she needed to stay with Katie type shit. So, as we're all like fighting all this, I'm trying to break them up. I'm getting bit. This bitch is coming behind me, running out the door. You ain't see shit, ain't do nothing. You ran out the door. So, I don't know what happened. Katie just disappears. And I just like swim to it. I'm like, where my fucking dog at? Where is my dog? So this bitch takes my dog. My dog is like my most prized possession. Rest in peace, Louie. But that's my baby. So I lose it. You want to break shit? We gonna break shit. So I take your TV. I throw it over the fucking balcony. And then like, I'm just trashing her house. It's like, police is knocking on the door. My husband opened the door. I'm literally cutting this bitch couch up. Like, the police like her. So don't go to jail that day. Because like, I'm walking outside. He like, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go. He like, oh, like, what's going on? So I'm explaining my side of the story. This bitch comes out of nowhere. Oh, they got drugs and guns in the car. So the police look at both of us. He's like, y'all get out of here. Y'all just get out of here. So we leave or whatever. Still has my dog. Trying to play like she don't have my dog. So what happened? The white bitch that ran out the house, she ended up calling me and she like, yeah, I got your dog. Come get somebody to come get it or whatever. So I get my dog back. So it's like fucking a week or two later, homeboy got me this general manager job at McDonald's. I'm going to orientation. I'm leaving orientation. Like literally pull out of orientation. I get to the next red light. I'm putting my head down, lighting me a blunt, and somebody just smacked me in the back. So the police come in like, you got at fault, but you got a warrant for your arrest. So I'm like, I laugh at the police officer. I'm like, no, I don't do anything.
Yeah.
So he like, you have no damage. So I'm like, fuck. So he don't even take me to the hospital. He takes me straight to jail. So I go to court the next day, and they were trying to up it to aggravated assault. They was like that. She told the judge that, told whoever, she went down to the police station, press charges. Yeah. She told him that I pistol whipped her 10 times, dropped my gun, picked it back up, hit her one more time. So the judge was like, is she alive? That's literally what the judge asked me. He's like, is she alive?
Yeah, pistol whipping somebody.
And I said, yeah, dropping that charge.
Yeah, cause that's
crazy. So I had to still fight the criminal damage charge. And then...
Did you file the charge for her biting the shit out of you? She took a bite out of you.
I was supposed to go, but I had all these warrants. So it was like I couldn't go to the police station. I'm going to get arrested. Because like when I got out of jail, she went back to the police station and pressed charges on my husband. So she told them like he was a fugitive, felon, always had guns, drugs. So like me and this like deep into like the split or whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'll buy you some lunch before you go on the road. So we're at the truck, like I'm taking Louis out. I'm walking, I just see this car pull up. And it's like, he gets out and look at the back of my car. So I'm like, that's weird. So I Louis to like come there until I get over there. So I'm like, what's wrong? He pulled out too far. So I'm like, that's just fucking weird. So I tell my husband, I'm like, weird. Mm-hmm. So we pull off, we go get some food. We go to our favorite little Jamaican spot. We order our food, we about to play pool, and next thing you see SWAT pull up, like fucking police officer Atlanta had pulled up. Like, shit was so crazy. So then this dumbass nigga really had drugs on him, which was in the car. So
he about to hit the road.
I got charged for every drug that he had in the car. So that was my second case.
So he didn't get charged?
He got charged too.
Oh, okay.
So basically we both got charged for the same shit.
So he didn't hold it down and tell the truth, like, you know, this was in here, this is all mine.
It wasn't
going
how they played it. So I had Louis in the car. So I had Louis in the car, had the windows or whatever, had the car still on. So I had like the little auto start thing. Mm-hmm. So when they pulled up, they came like the car or whatever. They was like, oh, it smelled like weed, which I knew he had the book bag in the car, but I didn't know what was in the book bag.
Right.
So I was like, call my lawyer. He was like, don't open the car. He was like, just don't do it. So they took my dog to jail, and they took my husband to jail. They took my fucking dog to jail. I had to go.
Your dog got a mugshot?
And it's my second time going to jail with my dog. I had another dog when I was 18. That dog went to jail with me too. Like, it was the most craziest shit in the world. But yeah, they took Louis to jail. They fucking towed my truck, towed my car. They towed my 18-wheeler. And then they were like, towed the wrong 18-wheeler. So we had two 18-wheelers. One was broken down and then it was ours. So they towed the broken down one. It was like, oh, it smelled like weed, this and that. Nobody's been in this truck forever. So I beat that entire case. Like, that drug one was the easiest one to beat. But, like, did us so dirty when it came to, like, the white bitch. Like, they're trying to pay for her to come in. Like, we take it all the way to trial. So they were trying to pay for her. So, like, the white bitch that ran out behind me, she went down with her. And, like, I did everything that she did. I'm like, bitch, you wasn't even there.
And it's the same person that called you and helped you get your dog back.
Yeah. Call me.
Insane.
Then before I even knew this, I saw you. You came to my job. I used to work downtown as a server. You came to my job and you was nice as fuck. But I did something to you. So if I would have knew that you fucking did that shit, I would have whooped you. I would have, like, if I ever see you, I did something to you.
Now we have an actual reason for you to be doing this.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm at least go to jail for some shit that I have never been to jail. Well, I mean, for the 18. Yeah, I did that. But fucking the other shit, I didn't fucking do.
Well, no, you foresaw you did that.
No, that's what I said. That's the only thing I really did. But, like, my other, like, serious shit, I would think all 7 felonies plus, like, each case. But
you're supposed to still be in jail. You was, from that first one, you wasn't supposed to get the second one because you was supposed to be still in the cage, man. Jesus Christ, okay. That's only the first two.
That's all
3.
Yeah, so, like, the third was wrapped in.
Wrapped together,
Yeah.
Okay. And how old are you right now?
I'm 25.
So, in a 7-year span.
Not even, it was like, I was 18 for the first one, and I was 22 for the second one.
Okay, so this was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That's fine. In a 4, whew, child. Through going through all of that, how was your mental?
It was hard. It was a lot of times where I really shouldn't be in this chair right now.
Right.
Like, it was really hard. About the hardest battle of my entire life. And that's why I have the headspace that I have now. And I can always smile because I've been through some real crazy shit.
Yeah, more than a lot of people will deal with in a lifetime. And you did it 4 of your adolescent years, essentially. Because 22 and 8 through 18, well, from 18 to 22, like, still a kid, essentially. Like, you're an adult, but you're a kid in every shape of the form. Like, that's a lot to deal with.
That's how I feel. Like, I feel like I've been an adult all my fucking life. That's why I be telling people now, I just want to chill. I just want to find out who the fuck he is. Like, I don't know.
I think that's the most important thing that a lot of people don't do is, who's that person that you see when you look in the mirror? Who exactly is that person, and what makes them tick? What makes them happy? Is that person going? And a lot of people spend too much time trying to be things that they've never searched their soul to see if that actually connects with them. Yeah. So when did you and your now, I guess, ex-husband split? This was all in the middle of that too, or this was after that?
It was the start of it. Like, when I went to jail
The first
in 2022. That was the start of it. Like, when I was 18, we went to get our marriage license. We went to jail the same day. When we got out of jail, we got married. So we got out of jail like 2 days later, got married. Yeah. Split up was 2025. We split up the January last year.
Okay, so y'all just recently split up and got a divorce. Gotcha.
So we're still going through the divorce, but yeah. We off and on for 2 years before then, but it was January.
Gotcha. So almost 2 years now. 'Cause that was January last sessions. And we October. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot. Yes, that's a lot. Do you go to therapy or been to therapy about any of this?
Not any of this. I tried therapy with the guy that I'm dating.
You tried?
Yeah. I
went to like relationship therapy or like your therapist?
No, we went to couple therapy.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to a few things and then kind of.
Did you go to that with him and not for
My husband?
yourself? No, just you. For like time to go see a therapist for just Key.
Well, so I had one session with a therapist, and it was weird as fuck.
I mean, you're opening up to a total stranger.
Yeah, but it was just weird, like to like session and then a session with the therapist that I have now. That's who I want my therapist to be.
Okay.
So it's like I didn't really.
Was it a male or a female?
It was a female. So the weird one was a male.
Was he black or white?
He was black. It was just a weird vibe. I don't know what it was, but it was like
You just didn't want no man telling you about yourself.
No, it was just like he was trying to get with me off the app or something. It was just weird. Yeah, I didn't want to tell. I don't know. It just was
okay.
Okay. Like with her, it was like my homegirl or some shit. So she was cool, but I ended up seeing like shit on the internet or whatever, and it was like a session or whatever. That's how we got into it.
Right. I seen this thing where this young lady was saying she didn't feel like therapy was helping her until she got a male therapist, because she wanted, when she first started her therapy journey, she wanted a woman. She wanted a black woman specifically because she's a black woman, because she thought, you're somebody that can relate to me. And she didn't necessarily feel like, said she never felt like it was getting anywhere. And somebody suggested she try a male therapist. And essentially the male therapist, because a lot of times when it comes to men, like okay, like a lot of women say like hate like to their male friends because like I'm finna just sit here and just listen to you and not try to give you solutions. And essentially her male therapist has called her out on all her bullshit way more than the female did. So like she said, like hurt at first, but she needed it. So
and that makes sense though.
And so say that to say don't get entirely too attached to the therapist from a friend aspect, because that can eventually have blurred lines at some point, that you may feel like you're too much of a friend and then she's not gonna accept what she's trying to give you.
Well, no, she's been on my ass. Like when I say like if a friend is like, oh, I can cuss or be myself and I can smoke some weed, like I do whatever I want.
About smoking weed.
I smoke weed in my sessions.
Are these in person or
no? They're on their video.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I thought she was in the office.
No, that'd be cool as fuck.
You try to be more vocal, like nah. So yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Actually, be cool. That could be a little side practice we do. The therapist come and smoke weed.
I don't know. I think people should be, like, you're in therapy, you should be your most vulnerable self and just naked essentially. Like you don't have nothing there. You have to deal with everything on the spot, as uncomfortable as it can be. Like with smoking, like essentially a space where maybe you're trying to be more comfortable when you need to get uncomfortable to get to the root of your problems.
That's true too.
So I think that would be almost like a crush. Like yeah, in theory, like a cool little concept. And for some people that might help to get them started, but I don't think it should be for everything. You get what I'm saying? So
I want to stop smoking. Like that's my real goal. Definitely stop drinking.
You want to know an easy way to do that? Stop going to places where you smoke and drink all that damn time.
Yeah. That's true too.
Just go to the bookstore. Can't smoke or drink in there. You know what I mean? Like spaces that you enjoy that you don't necessarily have to consume when you're there. So
I be taking it as though that's my stress or a reliever. Like I done had a crazy ass day, like I need a fucking drink and I need to find something else to replace that.
yeah, that goes back to finding out who Key really is inside and trying things. I think one thing a lot of people are afraid to do is try new things.
Yeah.
And so they don't, everybody's so stuck on, or what if I don't like it, or what if it don't work out. Who the fuck cares? At least you tried it. And that way you don't have to live in a space of trying to debate with yourself like, you already know the answer because you actually tried it. If it didn't work out, all right, cool, I can move on and try the next thing. If it does work out, now you just found something new about yourself. So that should be exciting and fun and to be proud of, and then give you the confidence to continue to try new things. So I think
a lot of people be stuck in their ways and they really be.
People hate change. People hate uncomfortability, and I think uncomfortability in some spaces, because I don't want to say in every space, in certain spaces, when it comes to trying something new, that is the best feeling you're ever going to have, because your nerves are wrecked, and then they ease, and then it's never feel that in that space again. So I think that's something that people need to get comfortable being uncomfortable, because that's where real change happens in your life.
You can get me to about do anything but skydiving.
Yeah, I'm not jumping.
That's the only thing you cannot get me to do.
You can barely get me
everything
on a plane to fly. What they say is safer than driving a car. You think I'm jumping out of this motherfucker?
I swear, like I don't.
And I got a split second to pull a cord at the right
like,
time. If I'm passing out the moment they open the door. Like, all right, we about to... No, I'm gone. Nope, sorry, out of here.
I do that shit. I don't understand.
Absolutely
I fly all day though. That shit was fun. That shit was fun.
First time I ever flew, I tried to stay up for like days straight, so that I'd be so tired that I would sleep on the plane, and my ass was wired. I'm just, nope, I'm tired as a bitch, but I need to see if I'm finna die. I can't do this.
No, I love the plane until it's time to get off. It'd be like something in my ear. I don't know.
They say you gotta chew gum, so your ears don't ring and pop and something like that. Back to some of the questions I have. I need 3 pieces of dating advice. The first one, I want you to give the women a piece of dating advice.
Take your
time and what?
Take your time, learn your person. Fucking learn how they are when they mad. Don't fucking get into some shit you don't know how they act when they mad.
I say, to piggyback on that, take your time to learn you as well. Take your time to learn you first. And only when you have learned yourself can you have the space to learn someone else. So, yeah, that's a good one.
That's the biggest. Put that first.
Yeah.
Before what I said.
Put them together. 1A, 1B. It's the same thing, but equally important. Men, some dating advice.
Stop being so hard on yourself. Like your person, and then just try your best. Don't go off of what you've seen growing up or what you see in other relationships. Figure out what works in your relationship, what make you and her happy. Not what you think is gonna make your mama happy or your sister happy or your homeboy happy. What's gonna make y'all happy? What works for y'all?
Definitely. Think the change for men in regards to that starts with us in this new generation. The older generation was taught something that I'm not going to say was wrong, because it was from a space of survival. Um, they pass down old habits, old traits, old society of men's rules. And I watched Kurt Franklin's Kings, and a guy on there who's a doctor, he said a study shows little boys need hugs more than little girls do, because it's entirely too much masculine energy around them, telling them, be a man, be tough, this, and third. They never give them the chance to even experience their other half of them, being their feminine side. And is why you get so many men that are just always in that space where it's just, I'm a man, and they never learned love, so they don't know how to give it. So they just, for majority of their lives, or whenever, however long it takes before they get into a safe space as far as relationships and love is concerned, that they I lost my train of thought. Don't They never experienced it, so they don't know how to accept it, to give it, what it looks like, to try. They just been taught a bunch of bullshit essentially. They get taught ways to treat women. They see the older generation paid all the bills. Grandma had to shut up, but granddaddy also had another family. Granddaddy also had all these outside kids. And because everybody in the family looked at it like, oh, that just is what it is, they think that that's supposed to be. They see mama talk shit about this man or they daddy on how he ain't shit, he do this, but mama keep dating these same type of men over and over, so they keep seeing these same traits, and so they eventually adapt those traits and they present them to the next generation of women. And so it's a messed up cycle that somebody has to break. Like, I can say this, like, my mom was younger, she used to yell at us a lot, and for rightfully so. I was bad as hell. Like, I'm not gonna deny it. I was bad as shit. I used to do a bunch of shit that was just dumb, because at one point in my life I rationalized, okay, I'm getting my ass whooped, but that's only gonna hurt for a few minutes, and then I'm back on bullshit. And that's a terrible way to think, but that made sense to me. But as I got older and I got into dating, I was dating a lot of women that yelled at me, cursed at me, talked crazy to me, and I kept doing it, but I hated it. But I would continuously date these type of women, and it wasn't until one day I just woke up and I said, I don't want to deal with this shit no more. And so I ran from that. Motherfucker raised their voice too high at me. You're not my mom. I didn't like it when my mom did it. I rejected it then. I'm rejecting it now. And we gotta break those cycles. And we need two things. We need to be able to recognize them as men ourselves, and we need a level of grace from y'all to understand it, to make sure that we're healing and we're getting to that safe space, so that when we have these sons and daughters and whatnot, we can teach them I'm not gonna say a right way, because there's no right or wrong way to love, but a healthier way. So I think very important. A lot.
Do you need a shot?
No, I'm good. I'm trying to just keep my words together.
That's why we were taught more growing up would be better. Like, we not taught. We just taught. We just gotta work and pay bills.
Yeah.
We not taught how to save. We not taught about
But
credit.
One of my favorite women I've ever watched online, Love Dorsey, said it. We have to get out of that, because we were taught that, but it wasn't that we were necessarily taught it. it's all we saw because our parents were in survival mode for a lot of us. So they weren't trying to teach us that. They never actually sat down to teach us about the world because they never got to experience it either.
And they're just so wrapped around the bills.
Yeah, been stuck on trying to get to that check. And once I pay all the bills, I got $40, $50 left over. Okay, I'm gonna go buy me something to drink, something, kick it for the weekend, and then it's back to the bullshit come Monday morning.
Yeah.
And so they was their stress relief moment, but it was teaching us also at the same time, teaching us bad habits that we wouldn't even recognize until we're older. And so it's like you got to give them a little grace because they weren't trying to teach us that, but they actually kind of as a result of just being in survival mode and trying to find their little piece of happiness that they could get to, and it created something that's bigger now. Now it's become a problem because now that's what everybody lives for, especially here in Atlanta. It's a party, event, drinking something every fucking day of the week, and it's getting out of control. Okay. So give me a piece of dating advice that's just for everybody could take with them.
It would be the learning yourself first.
Okay, said that with both sides.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be the thing everybody needs to do.
Everybody gotta learn themselves. You're okay with being by yourself. Be comfortable. You're alone.
And that's always been my problem.
You always felt like you had to be with somebody.
Like I always was scared to be alone. So like now I just want to be alone. Like please leave me alone.
Well, that's gonna be a negative thing too, of always wanting to be alone.
Not wanting to be alone, but it's like I don't want to be.
You don't want to be bothered.
Yeah, I don't want to be held down no more. Just let me be free at this point.
What you mean by held down?
Like I don't think I want to be in a relationship anymore.
You just said you were dating.
I'm dating. I'm in a relationship. But
Sir, this is AI. She didn't say that for you. But no, more. Yeah.
I want to focus. Like I said, I've been married since 18. I've been
Same.
with my husband since 17. You know, broke up in 2024 for real.
Mm.
And then I've been with the guy I've been with now. Like we've been off and on or whatever. We've been doing our own little thing, but we've been locked in for almost a year.
Mm.
But it's like I want to be able to. How do I explain this?
Move around whenever you want to move around.
Yeah, like, I want to be questioned about like being able to have a different opportunity.
Mm.
Or like talking to somebody at a bar. I don't want to be questioned about who I'm talking to. Or like I just want to be able to travel out of state and be like, oh, I gotta come with you or this and that. I want to be able to do different things or learn different things because he doesn't like to come. He don't like to go out. He don't like to do nothing. He like to be at home, which that's cool. I love having a man that don't like to go outside, but it'd be like, damn, come outside sometimes, or let's do some shit.
So I think that doesn't necessarily mean that you should. Well, I'm not saying that you're wrong to want to be held down. Say from the term of being held down when it comes to dating, I would say that goes back into, like you just said, learning your person. So learning that about him, that might just mean, I'm not saying that it is, but it could be a possibility that might not just be the right fit for you, because there are people that will allow you to express yourself and be free within a relationship setting. It's all about honesty and communication, and essentially holding out for a person that fits that for you. So like so I meet people and you don't want to talk to me, and I'll tell them my situation, and then it's like, you want to deal with me, you have to deal with her, and that's just what it is. And oftentimes, you know, a lot of people are like, oh no, I'm not into that, da, da, da. Okay, no problem, I'm not tripping.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you're not tripping, because if you are, I really don't give a fuck. But at the same time, I give you the option. I came to you honestly. Like, I don't care how fine you are or whatever, like, connection here is stronger. So I'm not going to just lie to you and not give you the option to be like, some people, they'll say, I'm not really interested, but I got questions. I'm interested in learning how that works, and then maybe I could join that space. But if I'm not going into it blind, essentially, which makes sense because you shouldn't be going in no situation just blind. A lot of people aren't honest enough to tell people what they're really into because they're afraid of somebody telling them no. You have to be okay with no. I don't want that. Just like when we had the episode a couple weeks ago when, like, you asked me, like, she says you want another guy, I'm gonna tell you no, and I'm not gonna hold you back if you want to pursue that life. You be free, go enjoy your life for what you want out of it. I don't have to accept things that I don't want to accept the same way that you don't have to. That's why I have in-depth conversations with people beforehand, so we ain't got no issues later. So I think that is more so what you may have to do when, like, vetting out suitors. Like, hey, this is what I do, this is what I into, can you be okay with that? Now some people will say yeah at first, and then it changes down the line.
That's
but
how it goes all the time.
If that's when you remind them first, like, I talked about this in the beginning, I reiterate it, this is what I want. If that's not what you want to do, what are we going to do about it? Are we going to keep going, or do we need to go our separate ways? And if they say they want to continue, there is no second time. There is no third of having this conversation. If it happens, if it becomes a problem again, okay, maybe we just need to go our separate ways. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of people are afraid to have those conversations, and they go back to people are afraid of being uncomfortable and having the uncomfortable conversations. So I think that's what that comes down to. So we had a little bathroom break, but we back. This is a question I asked. We were having a discussion. One of the episodes you were on, I don't remember which one it was. Without blaming or mentioning your ex, what is something you could have done better in your last relationship? So since you've technically answered that question before, I'm gonna ask it from the space of I'm not gonna say relationship, with the person that you currently have been dating off and on. It's something that you feel like you need to do better in this situation.
I guess communicating. Certain tone goes, I can't communicate no more.
Like, or they tone like in voice, like get loud. I be ready to crash out.
Yeah, I can't communicate no more.
I had to tell him to bring you back.
And that's the biggest thing. Like that's the only reason why I don't want to be with him. Nothing else is wrong with him, but he triggers me in ways that I can't continue a relationship.
Have y'all? Well, you said y'all were going to a therapist about it. How long have y'all been going to a therapist about it?
We went to like 3 sessions, but then this wasn't
changing.
I'm saying, so that's why I like him, because like certain things that I have problems with, or certain things that I mentioned, he'll peep. Mm-hmm. Just like a small example, like the story I told him, I was like, when I first moved down here, mm-hmm. You know, I didn't have no room down here. I was living with my grandma in a 2-bedroom house. I was on the couch, mm-hmm. But yeah, I had to move everything. Like my auntie had her own room. She didn't touch anything. She didn't move anything. Her boyfriend was helping her. Mm-hmm. So I was like, that was just something that's always my biggest pet peeve, is like, I didn't live here. Why am I having to move? Right. I should be the person like this. I just moved down here. Or I think I'm visiting for the summer, something like that. Nothing here is mine. Right. They got like a box of clothes, but I'm forced to be making move. So like I don't touch any bags, I don't touch anything. Like it's time to go in the house, any groceries. He does everything.
You can grab a bag.
He won't let me.
As a man,
That's
I'm
what I'm
grab
saying.
all the rest of them.
He
That
won't
one I
let
was
me-
finna grab with my pinky though, you could have got.
He won't let me do it. Like I try to grab something,
thing.
he won't let me grab one
I
back.
definitely be trying to grab.
So it'd be like
everything.
certain things like that. It'd be like he'll pick up on or he'll change. Like I tell him I'm having a problem with something, he'll change. But it's just the fucking triggers that shit's not changing.
Mm.
But then it's like I have to fix my own trauma too. Like I have my own trauma that I have to deal with. But at the same time, it's like, how can I deal with my trauma if you keep triggering it?
Okay. I want to be clear. I'm not picking a side or trying to even back on you, but I have to ask. Those moments where you see like tone and his energy is elevating and changing. Have you tried different approaches to one, before he gets there, and two, once you notice that he's starting to get there, have you tried any different approaches? So like, I'm gonna just say a silly one, like that you slam the microwave door, right? Have you, even though like that's just a silly example, like have you tried to not slam it essentially? You get what I'm saying?
Try to.
Beforehand, before he gets irritated about it, or are you still slamming it and then getting upset that he got upset?
I think the second one, because it's like I have my own trauma to deal with. So it's like when I get frustrated or like deep into a convo or something, or I'm trying to, cause like talk, like with anybody that I'm around, everybody like talk more than me. I'm just the person that sit down and listen. I don't really talk. So it's get everything you have to say off your chest. It could be as hurtful as you fucking want. And then I might say like words and then you're jumping in again. So it's like I gotta try to rush to get my stuff out or I'm gonna cry. Or I'm gonna get frustrated because I can't get it out and I'm gonna cry. So I might talk into a certain tone, which I might start the elevation first. But that's just me trying to hurry up and get shit out because you keep talking over me.
Okay.
And then like if I feel myself getting upset, I'll try to stop it. Like, let's just kill the conversation right now.
Okay, so I can definitely relate to that because I hate being talked over. And so, and I know it comes from a space of trauma. Like I said, growing up, my mom was on my neck, like yelling, cursing, fussing, and all that. So, but when you're a kid, you can't really say nothing back. And so now, as an adult, I feel like I won't be muted again. You get what I'm saying? So, one thing that I learned to do when someone keeps interrupting me, I'm gonna interrupt you and tell you like I wasn't finished, and I'm gonna keep reiterating that because I need you to understand. I allowed you to say your piece and you speak. You need to give me that same respect, and that's something that I think you should, like, not necessarily just with him, just in general, like, your ground, essentially. Like, I'm the quieter one. I let you go off already. Listen, because most people are listening to respond. That's why they interject.
Yeah.
Because they get triggered because they heard something. And that's all they heard. They didn't hear nothing else but that word or that phrase or that sentence. And now they want to jump back in to defend themselves. No, shut the fuck up. Let me say mine, and then you can come back. And before you get too upset, sometimes you gotta kind of ground. That way you don't feel like you having to rush to get your thoughts out, because when you're rushing and try to get your thoughts out, a lot of times we misspeak. So like,
exactly what happens.
Yeah,
what I said the wrong way.
Yeah, I wasn't
like
given the opportunity to elaborate properly. And that's why I say that's something I would suggest that maybe trying just in general, not just with him, just dealing with people in general, like already the quiet one. You're not gonna mute the few words that I got.
Yep.
So you gotta stand your ground and create that boundary where your word will be respected the same way that you try to respect the other person, whether you agree or not. Let me say my piece, then you can say, because you might be ready to interject, but once I finish, okay, you don't even have that interjection anymore because I was able to explain it in a way for you to understand. And so on the flip side of that, people that are interrupters, y'all have to allow the other person to speak. And if they say, hey, I wasn't done yet, shut the fuck up. Let them speak. Let them say what they need to say so that y'all can have, eventually y'all will start to have more adult conversations than a bunch of arguing. Because I tell people all the time, I don't argue with anybody. Yeah. I'll have a conversation about anything though. We could talk about anything. We can disagree, whatever, feel indifferent, but I'm not finna argue with you because that's just a childish thing. My daughter argues with other children. As adults, we don't have to argue about anything. We can disagree. We can come together or whatever, but arguing is a childish sport, and I just refuse to play it. Yeah.
The biggest problem, like, can't disagree. Like, somebody has to be right. And I'm like, nigga, that's not true. Not true.
It's literally a cliche ass phrase. Let's agree to disagree.
Exactly.
Like, agreeing on everything is what makes things beautiful because everybody has a different perspective. Yeah, there are things that, yes, we can agree on that can be definitive, but everything, honestly, if you agree on everything together, that's a boring friendship, relationship, associateship, like, no fun in that. Like I'm saying, like, gotta be a debate, but sometimes that sparks some of the most, being different sparks some of the best conversation. And I think people got to be more open to other people's, because too many people want yes men and yes women around them, and that's just, that you don't grow like that. Like, I seen a post the other day, and I think we're going to talk about it on the regular pod as well. Like, we're talking about the women that don't have a lot of friends. They were trying to say like how these people are like, they're so great, they're so powerful because they're choosing to not deal with this and not deal with that. And in some cases that is true. But in some cases, some of these people, not just women, they don't have a lot of friends because they don't allow anybody that has a difference of opinion around them. Yeah. They've burnt bridges with a lot of people, and they blocked, kicked people out their life or whatever, rejected because somebody had a difference of opinion or didn't agree with their BS. And what irritated me about the post, especially because it's on Instagram, is they showing you all the people that reposted this, and I seen at least 5 different people reposted it, and 3 of those 5 I know ain't shit people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's
like,
how it really be.
I know you personally. I know why you don't have many friends. I know why you're a distant friend for me or an associate for me, because you don't allow anyone else to think or feel anything different than what you do. So I'll speak to you in passing. If we're in the same vicinity, we can kick it. But I'm not going out my way to try to be a friend with you because I don't like people that don't know how to be a friend, essentially. I want my friends to call me out when I'm on bullshit. I want my friends to tell me, like, maybe let's break it down a little bit more. Let's think about it a little bit more. If I call my dog and I'm like, man, girl getting on my motherfucking nerve, I'm da-da-da-da, and I'm telling them what, you're like, bro, you sure that's worth ending it about? I want somebody to tell me that because I might just be in my feelings tripping. Because sometimes I'm in my feelings tripping. It's okay. We human. Sometimes I'm just I'm in the right headspace for the day. And that happened. And now all my frustrations of the day came out in that moment. And I need somebody to correct me. Like, Bruce having a long day. We just talked earlier. You was talking about you was ready to go off. And now y'all had a moment. Now you going off. And now you're giving her the extent of your day when y'all situation was 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people don't realize that, and so they just, bitch don't agree with me, and she ain't my friend. No, she's probably one of your best friends that's going to tell you about yourself, that's going to not allow you to crash out or just make dumbass decisions. And so, yeah, you got to learn to be friends again to people.
Everybody on this fucking shiesty shit, thinking that shit okay.
My favorite thing is, if you want to know how to be a great friend, be the friend you would want needed a friend. And you'll probably never be a bad friend again. Because if you compare it to the type of friends that you've needed, and that's how you approach friendship, you'll be a great friend. And I think that's where a lot of people should start. And learn to be great friends before y'all try to be have great relationships. Because your partner should be your friend. It shouldn't feel like a chore to deal with them. And too many times people treat people like they're a chore and not a friend. And like, I date nobody, like, I don't refer to my girl as my dog, because that's I want to feel like I want to be able to be free and have any and all type of conversation. Not just, and I'm not talking about, oh, baby, man, look at her ass, this fat. I don't care about shit like that. Yeah, that's cool that I don't have to worry about a motherfucker looking over my shoulder like, why looking at that bitch? But at the same time, I want somebody that we can talk about anything the way me and my close friends talk about. I want that, because emotions and feelings fade, they change, they're not as strong as they were. But when it comes to a genuine friend, no matter what, they always will be there for you. And they be there for you in a space that is for your betterment, even if you don't agree with it. Like, I think that's something that people need to.
I want somebody who loves me when they mad, basically.
Yeah, no matter what happens, you still love me. No matter what. Now, I'm not saying like it's bullshit and you still love me, but that don't mean you gotta stay with me just because you love me. Like, if I'm on bullshit or somebody's on bullshit with you at all times and you love that person, that is not an excuse to stay. You can love them and let them go. Your mama and daddy, in a lot of situations, because you didn't have loving parents, they might have loved you, but they beat your ass when you was wrong. It wasn't because they didn't love you. It's because they were trying to teach you something. And sometimes, when it comes to relationships, because relationships can change and you can date other people, that hurt that could be the lesson that you might need to change you and make you a better person.
Yep.
So, definitely. People, word to take with them this week. Not, it don't gotta be dating wise. It could just be advice in life that you've learned through your experiences at such a young age. Because you've lived a life at 25. It's crazy.
Oh, word.
He thinks I'm gonna say this. Don't have kids. They expensive, stressful, and whatnot. But shout out to my baby. We had parent teacher conference. It was really great. Her teacher loved her, and she's doing really well in school. So I gotta do something special for my baby.
Yeah, you should have another one. Give her a sibling.
Huh?
Another sibling.
Oh no. That itch is fading, so she might be older. She got something at my house.
All right, I would say confidence. Just have confidence.
Explain.
Just always have confidence. Just, I don't know how to explain. Always make sure you think that I'm him or I'm her. Wherever you at, don't matter if you just in your bathroom. Just have your confidence. Keep going. Don't ever think anything gonna go wrong.
I'll piggyback on the confidence. Yourself. Love your journey. Love everything you go through, good and bad, indifferent, the whole way through. Always have the confidence within yourself, and that whatever you're going through or dealing with, you'll always make it through. You will be successful. Speak positively over yourself and the people around you that you care about, and it'll take you a long way in this world. Before anybody else can believe in you, you gotta believe in yourself. And, ma'am, is there anything else you would like to talk about before we go? Okay. Her at
Fuck girls.
Fuck Curls with a Z. Fuck has a V instead of a U. She didn't clarify that, but I be putting it on the screens because you know what I'm saying. But I got y'all, so it's gonna be right there for y'all to read. The channel, like, you know, whatnot, and fuck with us. And with that, we out. Holla.